You're watching NFL Daily. I'm Harrison Graham. He's Tom Downey. Q&A time, a little bit different. Use hashtag trade to get your questions on the show. Or if you want a super chat, that's the easiest way to get your question asked. All right, here we go. Thanks, guys. This is from Shane Morris. I agree. Those Chargers have a killer roster. Love your channels. Shout out Mitchell Renz. Jets organization is a mess. Adams to Indy. I haven't heard that idea.
I actually thought about that in the video that we did on Adams. I ended up saying no because they've spent some picks on safeties. I think they might want to try to roll with those guys.
Okay.
They could make it work from a money perspective. You could trade for Adams and then probably move on from Hooker after the year. I mean, it's the two guys that came out together. I kind of like the idea, actually.
They might be an intriguing trade deadline option.
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers comes in and balls out, and they're a legitimate
really
contender.
well.
The Jets are playing
point.
bad. Go get Adams at the trade deadline.
That's a good point.
Got a super chat coming in from King J here. If the Cowboys didn't plan on keeping Byron, why not include him in a trade package for Adams at the time of the deadline? I was saying that for a while. I'll let you take this one.
I get where you're coming from. It was that the Cowboys are trying to add Adams to also win in 2019.
Yeah.
Which you could have done. You could have included Byron Jones. Had you done that, though, your secondary room was an injured Anthony Brown, Chidobe Awuzie, Jordan Lewis, and C.J. Goodwin.
Not good.
You would have decimated your cornerback depth chart to the point that, yeah, you got Adams, it wouldn't matter because your corners were so bad. They needed Byron last year to try and compete.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020, and obviously if they knew they weren't going to make the playoffs, they would have done it, but that's not how life works. They were very much in the playoff race at the time. Jacob Raleigh asks, Yannick Ngakoue to the Ravens for a first and a fourth. Appreciate the super chat, Jacob.
Do you want to keep Matthew Judon in this deal as well? Because if you trade for Yannick and you're paying Judon on the franchise tag, it's a little bit tricky from a money perspective. I think the Jags would do this deal, though.
I think
they would.
I think at that point you either trade Judon or you just rescind the franchise tag and let him walk.
I think the value is about right here, though, for the Ravens and for the Jags. I don't know if the Ravens give him a first, but they're going to be a playoff team, you think?
Yeah, it's a late first. So. Yeah. All right, William McLean there, I should say. D Ford and a mid-rounder for Juju Smith-Schuster. 49ers fans trying to get rid of D Ford.
Yeah, I just don't know why Pittsburgh would do this.
Now.
Like, Juju still has value more than a defensive end coming off a bit of a down year and a mid-round pick.
Juju was well on his way to becoming a number one receiver 2 years ago, and then Big Ben got hurt last year. Let's see what happens this year. He might still end up being that guy that becomes that number one type of receiver in Pittsburgh, and that's more valuable than a banged-up D Ford. Which player is most likely to be traded? I can't read right now. I don't know what's going on. Who's the most likely player to get traded before? Let's just say before the NFL season.
Okay, that's fair. I like that one.
Let us know.
Does Yannick still count? Because I'm still going to go with him.
Yeah, of course.
I'm picking.
It's any player that could get traded before the season.
There we go.
Let us know what you guys think down in the comments section. From NBA Gang, we've got NBA videos up on the channel as well. Go check those out. One went out, I believe, earlier today.
Yes,
so at 2 o'clock, it's our most recent video. Using hashtag NFL Trade, do you think the Bears should trade for Ryan Kerrigan? It's my birthday. This would make my day. Happy birthday, NBA Gang. Hope you enjoy it despite us living in tricky times right now. I run our Bears channel, and I don't know if you've seen this, NBA Gang. You can go to this link, youtube.com/BearsNow. Since it is your birthday, I'll go ahead and let you know. I put Ryan Kerrigan on the video today about a player they should consider trading for. 5 players the Bears should consider trading for, and Ryan Kerrigan was one of them. So feel free to check that out, and you can find out who else is on that video as well. It's at youtube.com/BearsNow. All right, from Sir Meeps-a-Lot, Anthony Harris and a second for Jamal Adams. I still think the Jets want a first.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think in a bubble, you're probably pretty close to the right value because I think Harris is a pretty darn good football player. The issue for the Jets is that if they move on from Adams, and you bring in Harris, you're still stuck with okay, well, now they got to trade Marcus May too.
Yeah.
Because you have Harris, who you also want to extend. May Ashton Davis.
Unless they think Ashton Davis can play corner, who did play some at Cal.
He was a nickel mostly, and you got Brian Poole there. So it's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah. So use hashtag trade or super chat from Luke. If Dak plays on the franchise tag, can they pursue Adams? Yes, but it's a lot easier if you just extend him and clear cap.
That's exactly right. If the Cowboys get a deal done with Dak Prescott, his cap hit this year will be potentially substantially lower than what it currently is.
However they want to structure it.
The Cowboys can make it work if they don't extend Dak in addition to trading for Jamal Adams, and assuming, of course, you give him the extension. Right now, he's actually pretty darn cheap.
Yep.
You could cut Tyron Crawford. You could restructure a Zach Martin, a DeMarcus Lawrence, a Zeke Elliott deal. You can make it work. But the easiest path would be trade for Adams, extend him, almost at the same time, extend Dak Prescott to lower his cap hit in 2020. You could lower it by upwards of $10 million pretty easily.
Not only is it the easier route, it just makes the most sense anyway because they want to extend Dak, just get the thing done. We got a deal for you guys at chatsports.com/jersey deal for you Cowboys fans. This CeeDee Lamb jersey is now under $80, as are all of these jerseys, plus a whole lot more than the ones we are showing you at chatsports.com/jersey deal. Some of the rookies are in the mix. CeeDee Lamb, Tua, Joe Burrow. These were, I think, $99.99. Now they're $79.99. So you can get these for less than $80. That was not always the case, but now they are. And this new Gronk one as well.
Yeah, these are the new jerseys. They're official Nike jerseys as well. Oh, by the way, I know we're talking about trades right now. All these jerseys do include trade protection. So if your player that you just bought a jersey for gets traded,
like Deshaun Watson,
Fanatics, producer Alicia getting creative there. I don't know about that one. They will take care of you. They'll get you a new jersey. They'll get it right because if the event your favorite team trades away your player, they got you covered. Don't worry about that.
All right, so Super Chat here coming in from Blake. That's your easiest way to get on the show. Second easiest way is to use #trade. What would the Niners give to trade for Jamal Adams?
I saw a trade idea. I can't remember who put it in there of Tart and a first. I think the first is right. But again, the Jets don't need a safety if they move away Jamal Adams. I know that's like the natural thought process, but they have Marcus May and they have Ashton Davis.
This one just came to mind. How about a first-round pick and either Emmanuel Mosley or who's the other corner? Ahkello Witherspoon.
I would keep Mosley if I'm the Niners because he's better.
How about Witherspoon in the first?
How about D Ford Adams in a pick? That I actually like that for Sims because the Jets could use a pass rusher.
I don't know if the Jets
that D Ford trade actually makes some sense.
Did the Jets want an aging D4? I don't know.
They don't have much at edge rusher. Just saying.
Yeah, fair enough. LGRW using #trade. Should the Titans trade Corey Davis to the Packers? I know the Packers need a receiver, so I don't hate this idea.
I don't know if the Titans should trade him away because, he's not going to be a long-term piece, but he helps you as you try to win the AFC South right now. If the Titans are bad for whatever reason to start the year, maybe at the deadline you move Corey Davis.
Yeah, this feels like more of a deadline trade where the Packers are trying to get that extra piece to help them, for a playoff push. I could see that happening for sure. Well, the Titans were an underrated team last year as they went from 9-7 to the AFC title game. Who do you guys think is the most underrated NFL team right now? Who's off the radar that could make a big run this year? Go ahead and let us know.
Detroit Lions.
You keep saying that.
They were good last year. They should have been a really good team before Matthew Stafford got hurt.
That Packers game completely, when they got screwed.
That Chiefs game, too, they kind of got screwed.
Yeah, it derailed their whole season.
Yeah,
that two-week stretch completely derailed that football
They were playing really well, then Stafford got hurt and the team fell apart because turns out Jeff Driscoll and company aren't Matt Stafford. Go figure. So if they stay healthy, if the defense is better, if they can close some tight games, I think it makes sense for the Lions. It's a big reap, but I think underrated counts there.
All right, another super chat coming in. Appreciate everybody who's super chatting on today's show. From Taha Ahmad, Matt would trade your hat for Harrison's or Cuts.
Who is Matt?
Who's Matt? Matt Patricia? Matt? Let us know. We appreciate the super chat. But
I missed something. I'll watch in the comments, but I don't know what you're going for.
I can't give you a proper answer there, but appreciate the super chat. All right, from ATV, Gilmore to the Chiefs for a second and a third, and Rashad Fenton. I think a Gilmore trade only happens if it's midseason, where the Patriots start off, they're bad, they're clearly rebuilding, and they're trying to maximize Gilmore's value. I still think you're going to have to go with a first, though. And the Chiefs can't take on his salary.
I know the Patriots aren't going to be that good this year,
They're not going
or at
to
least
trade him
as
before
good.
week 1.
I don't see them just punting for an entire season and giving away Stephon Gilmore for so little. He's great. Teams know that. He's going to be expensive.
Plus, Kansas City can really only make this work if Chris Jones isn't on the team financially.
Yes,
and
that's true.
I don't
Chris
see that.
Jones for Stephon Gilmore straight up.
Unless Sammy Watkins waives his no trade clause and goes in this trade to the Patriots, which why would he? So I don't see that happening in the end. Who is your favorite current, not all-time, current NFL player? Go ahead and let us know. Mine is Patrick Mahomes. Tom's is?
I like Jalen Smith a lot. It didn't play that well this year. And then beyond him, I still really enjoy watching Patrick Peterson play, which is a weird pick, but I love number 21 on a corner. I'm just a sucker for it.
I'm
sorry.
Big Deion Sanders
I'm just a
guy.
sucker for it, man. The visor, the sleeve, it just works for me.
It's a good look.
It just works.
Favorite current NFL player? Got Aaron Rodgers,
He's a blast,
Jalen Ramsey, DK Metcalf. Those are all some good ones. Drew Brees. Keep those coming in the comments section. Got another super chat here from Melia Baver. Miller and a mid-pick to the Packers for
David Bakhtiari, who's like one of the best left tackles in the NFL.
Well,
I don't. Why would Green Bay trade their star? They're one of the best left tackles in the NFL for a mid-round pick and a number 3 receiver right now.
Also,
and I like Anthony Miller.
He's their number 2.
Okay, he'd probably be number 2 on Green Bay too. So okay.
Yeah, well, it's Robinson and then Miller and then Ted Ginn because remember they lost Taylor Gabriel. And plus it's interdivision. That's not going to happen. I don't think they're good.
That is a brilliant trade for Chicago and a horrible trade for Green Bay.
Yeah, I agree. Super chat coming in from Miles here. Jamal Adams to the Jags for a first and Yannick. This is spicy.
I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I would wonder. I mean, I don't think the Jags might be overpaying, but they could afford Jamal Adams as long as Adams says yes. I'll take your offer of $15 million and play for you. I think the Jets do it. That's a good trade for the Jets.
If you're the Jets, you absolutely do this.
I don't know if the Jags would want to give up the first. How about does a second any Yannick work, or do they need the first? That's the issue. You would think the Jacksonville's so different.
I can't sell to my fan base less than a first-round pick for Jamal Adams.
That's fair.
I can't do it.
That's fair.
Even with Ngakoue, as good of a player as he is.
How about a first and Yannick for Adams in a second?
Adams in a third, and you got me. Can't send back a second.
Oh, okay. That's tough.
Can't do it.
These are good negotiations here, guys. I like it. Good negotiations.